Social anxiety and social anxiety disorder is a feeling of fear, apprehension, or worry. It can happen anytime and anywhere. The symptoms are physical and mental. Symptoms can include sweaty palms, racing heartbeat, and difficulty concentrating on anything other than anxiety. If you suffer from social anxiety, then you know how debilitating it can be. You may feel like an outsider looking into your own life. Social anxiety may cause you not to fully understand what's going on around you, and why people seem so happy all the time. But there are ways to help combat social anxiety. In this video, we will give some great tips for beating social anxiety that many have used to help them tremendously along their journey in beating social anxiety and social anxiety disorder. 1. Eliminate negative thinking. The absolute number one key to beating your social anxiety is eliminating all forms of negative thinking. That includes avoidance, overgeneralizations, personalization, and comparisons. 2. Challenge negative thoughts and beliefs. Whenever you experience a negative thought or belief that may be holding you back from achieving your goals in the real world, challenge it using evidence from the real world. Try to find examples that strongly favor the opposing viewpoint, or what other people think about this situation to challenge these negative thoughts. This will help train yourself to pay less attention to these thoughts in the future and to think more positive thoughts. 3. Don't let negative self-talk control you. Self-talk is just a part of life. It happens, but what doesn't have to happen is letting it control your actions and emotions. You can change how you respond to those self-defeating words by turning them around to positive affirmations and statements. For example, instead of getting down if you lose your job or get fired, have a positive outlook. You could say to yourself, if I lose my job, it's going to be okay, I'll find another job soon. Or, you could also say, this could be the best opportunity for me to start my own business. 4. Listen instead of talking. This one may seem obvious, but many people with social anxiety have difficulty opening their mouths to speak because they think that everyone else will laugh or ignore them when they do. The fact is that most people just want to be heard. So instead of worrying about what you're going to say next, listen to everyone else around the room, and simply nod or smile, and use your body language communication skills instead or when appropriate. 5. Take baby steps. This requires practice, but you can take some baby steps towards developing comfort in social situations by doing the following. 1. Start out feeling comfortable with those closest to you. 2. Work on expanding outward from this group until you feel more confident talking to strangers. 3. Expand even further by joining clubs and organizations where there will be lots of other like-minded individuals. 4. Finally, being sure not to push yourself too hard, begin making friends at work or school and move out into your local community. 6. Get your feelings out in the open. You can't expect to conquer your social anxiety until you get whatever is bothering you off of your chest. So, talk it out with someone you trust and be completely honest when explaining how you feel about the situation or situations that triggers your negative thoughts and emotions. Honesty is the best policy. 7. Don't compare yourself to others. It's very easy for socially anxious people to become preoccupied with other people they perceive as having better luck than themselves. This line of thought often leads to guilt over not being more like those individuals. Sometimes jealous feelings will also arise. Instead, try comparing yourself to yourself. Meaning, you should only judge and compete against yourself and your own self-growth. Remember a time when you felt extremely confident in a social setting. Comparing yourself to a more positive experience in your own life instead of comparing yourself to someone else and their life can help you to ease social anxiety symptoms and feelings. 8. Adopt a healthy lifestyle. First, avoid alcohol and other mind-altering drugs because they can only make your self-doubts seem more like reality. Also, look for ways to manage stress, so it doesn't build up into anxiety later. Second, start exercising regularly and eat sensibly instead of devouring empty calories often found in junk food. Exercise releases endorphins, which will help improve your mood, while eating healthier foods will fight off the negative effects that junk food eventually has on your overall health. 9. Don't act as if. One pitfall that socially anxious people fall prey to is this idea of acting as if they aren't nervous or scared to go out and meet new people. Without proper knowledge or understanding, this can lead to increased feelings of social anxiety. You can fool others, but you cannot fool yourself, and acting like everything is alright when it isn't will only make things worse in the long run. Be honest with yourself first so you can actively work on getting better. 10. Avoiding menial tasks. Many socially anxious people report having more problems than others in terms of engaging in so-called mundane tasks, like making phone calls or going to the grocery store by themselves. Tasks that others who do not have social anxiety will see as simple. While it's tempting to avoid these things altogether, remember that you don't have to be perfect at everything you attempt. Small steps along the way will lead to greater success in the future. 11. Nurture a sense of humor. You can't laugh when you're hyperventilating, but once you've started breathing normally again, it's worth a chuckle or two at what just happened. See if you can find humor in everyday tasks. Finding humor in as many situations as possible can help to reduce stress and anxiety. Using humor can make difficult situations seem more manageable. When we step back from the situation for a moment and find the humor in it, we may see things in a more positive perspective. 12. Master your thoughts. It's not just what we say, but also how often we think something that determines its impact on our lives. So, every chance you get to be aware of what you're thinking, and its source, begin by trying to use positive self-talk more frequently. When you catch yourself saying or thinking negative things, try to immediately challenge these thoughts with ones that are more truthful and compassionate toward yourself instead. When people with social anxiety feel anxious, they may feel more self-conscious and unsure of how to respond. These tips can help you to overcome these feelings, to have the confidence to show up for yourself and others, at a social event or in various social interactions. Be mindful of what makes you uncomfortable, so you can avoid it, or be mindful of certain things while you work through your discomfort. Take care of yourself during stressful times by practicing grounding exercises such as meditation and deep breathing. Physical movements and exercises such as walking, yoga, or Tai Chi will also help. Anything that you can do to reduce stress will be beneficial. Practice your skills by going out into the world and taking baby steps to get started. What other tips would you add? Share your story with us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like button, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Spread the love and send this video to at least 2 friends or your favorite group chat. Sharing is caring after all. Be sure to hit the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. Remember to be polite to yourself first, so you can be polite to others. Take care of yourself. Until next time.